Hello and welcome. My name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be looking at episode 3 of Hazbin Hotel. This one is called Scrambled Eggs. I think it probably has something to do with Serpentius, but only because he's got the little egg boy things, so it could honestly still be about anything. I have been enjoying the first 2 episodes. The songs have been a lot of fun. I'm also enjoying the mystery of it all. Where was Lilith? Where has she been? What's she doing? Where was Alistair? Why did he disappear? Was he working with her in some kind of way? Like, the songs are interesting in that they make multiple mentions to them in universe, but also they mention that Lilith is the one who kind of started all of that. So I don't know. I don't know anything. How long have they actually been here? Because how immortal are they? I don't know. I don't know. And I cannot wait to find out. So we're going to maybe hopefully find out a little bit more about the angels this time too. Like, someone killed an angel. That's a big deal. And the angels are being real retaliatory about it because they're hypocrites, you know? Like, are we going to find out if there are any humans in heaven at all? Or recent ones? I don't know. There's so many questions I have, and I cannot wait to find the answers to them. So, therefore, without further ado, with minor ado, if you want to watch these episodes early and uncut, you can go to Patreon. I have them up there early. So by the time this goes up on Patreon, I'll probably have episode 2 up on YouTube, but that's kind of where we're at with it. Let's go.
That looks perfect! Ah! I am so excited that Serpentius is staying at the hotel.
Pentius was just trying to take over the city with his weird steampunk bullshit a few days ago.
Well, I haven't seen him try to pull any of that here.
What the hell is that?
I'm really looking forward to shooting the other residents.
What? Why?
Everyone is being too nice. Obviously, it must be a lie.
I get that. People being too nice is suspicious as hell.
No one is trying to kill you. People are being nice because they want you to feel welcome.
I have my doubts.
I
Well,
do
it's
too.
true. You have to trust us.
But I don't.
Well, why don't we focus on that for today's activities? We think that this group could really benefit from...
I like the skeleton thing.
Chest exercises!
Exercises.
Oh, Vaggie trying so hard.
Maggie, we rehearsed this.
What's with the whole, this? I'm not about
Trusting
to put on
101.
some show for these fucking chumps.
Oh, I will. But it's cash up front. And I know that one can't afford me.
Gross! I'd never think of it, Spider.
Right. Well,
Okay. Is there beef with snakes and spiders? Because he was really rude to Angel about him being a spider before. Like, he called him a bug, but so I don't know. Is there a thing with snakes and spiders that I don't know about?
all right, so we are starting with trust falls. Each of you are going to share something vulnerable with the group about yourself and then fall backwards while the rest of the group catches you. Got it? Who wants to go first?
Sometimes I kill mother bugs in front of their children as a warning to others.
Even Charlie didn't catch her.
Pain.
I don't know if this is really working the way we hoped.
Yeah, Nifty's having fun, though.
Honey, you have to trust me here. I got this, okay? I'll figure something out.
Alistair, how fare thee this day?
Greetings, Bestial.
Oh, holy shit!
The weather doth become this fine day.
Oh, I love this.
Indeed, looks
He's
like
good.
We might have some acid rain this afternoon.
If our luck doth hold,
Okay, so he's setting himself on fire just to avoid these 2 particular overlords. This is a cool looking guy.
I've invited you all here because you represent the controlling powers of our city. We need to discuss what can be done to minimize the impact to our interest. Yes.
On the subject of discussion.
Oh, tasty.
Where did you get this?
Okay, so, okay. She's not taking credit for it, which does lead me to believe she didn't do it and doesn't know who did. It feels like the V's, I feel like they're power hungry, right? So, like, I think that they would definitely take credit for it if one of them had done it. Or they would say all three of them did it, you know? That's rude. She's rude. But, like, okay, that's interesting, though. So somebody's, like, just left it there. They just killed the angel, and then I wonder how close the head was to the body. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Velvette is, you know, we'll see. We shall see. I don't know. It's like, I can't believe that they're all letting her get away with this, to be completely honest.
We can take the fight to them. The boys and I have come up with a full assault plan.
If it be true thee and thy colleagues desire to war with such meager proof, thou art far more foolish than I bethought.
Oh, what's the matter, fossil? Too senile to make a real power grab?
You better show some respect. Check
All right.
your behavior. No one speaks to Zestial that way.
Oh.
You expect us to sit back and take your insolent brazen display.
I like her voice.
You've got it twisted. Mad that I acted respectless. Well, it's cause no one could respect this. Sorry.
Oof.
Since when are overlords too scared to fight? You lost your relevance.
We can't act without more intelligence.
No.
So respectless. I could eat you lot for breakfast. Why are you avoiding war? That's what the guns you sell are for. Thanks to my being respectless. One thing I'm starting to suspect is you know why this angel's headless. Do you have a disclosure? This meeting's over.
Oh my god. Oh, that was a bop. Oh, and you know what? I mean, Velvette's kind of a brat, but, like, is she wrong, though? Oh, my God. And the line, why are you avoiding war? That's what the guns you sell are for? I mean, war profiteering, man. The people at the top of that, I feel like, tend to be cowards more than anything. I like that. That's a cool... And also, it's interesting that Velvette has this much power because she seems like she's died fairly recently. Like, she's all about, like, the, you know, the trending and Insta and all of that or whatever. So she seems to have grown to power very quickly, which is interesting. So she's like the new money or whatever, and all of these guys have been in power for a really long time. She's shaking the boat a little bit. But also, it's like, you know what? I'm kind of on her side with this. Like, yeah, if clearly the angels can be killed, they're coming back to destroy everybody. Let's fight. I'm with her. I'm with her on this. I wasn't expecting to be with her. That was a good song, though.
That was a productive meeting.
I love Alistair.
Safe travels, back.
Oh, that's interesting. You, little egg creature, I have a job for you.
This is how you learn to trust people?
No, baby!
There is nothing stronger than the trust between comrades in arms. Are gonna survive together. And you are gonna make this hotel work.
My turn.
Husk disappearing.
The only way they'll learn, Charlie. How many times will we have to watch your people be killed before we make headway?
Faggy.
I took charge today, and it all went
My kingdom
sideways.
for a minion.
I'm supposed to make your dreams a reality. I'm supposed to protect you. I'm supposed to never fail you. I'm sorry. I'd like to be alone for a minute.
The tone shifts in this episode are kind of wild. It worked!
Made it.
Let's go home, guys.
Ugh. I just walked up all those stairs.
But he's doing it, like, you know, he saved Serpentius. He did save Serpentius. So therefore, Vaggie, you were correct. Charlie, he tried. And if they do not give him credit for trying at this point, because I think he is clearly trying now. You know? He's doing his best.
Carmilla, what troubles thou?
I am not discussing this.
What weighs on your soul, oh
Okay.
friend? I implore you to share the load.
I love his voice.
I always thought
And hers.
that I would keep blood off my face. But if anyone knew, then all of hell would rise to war. And who's to say who'd survive the fray? I might lose the ones that I was killing for.
It is interesting that the, like, the arms dealer, it sounds like she's like, has she never killed anybody before? Like, she wanted to keep blood off of her hands, right? Like, she was like, to sell the weapons. Also, it's interesting that she's like, it's like, you're the one who'd profit, right? If hell goes to war. It's interesting that she's like, she doesn't think that, I guess she doesn't think it would be profitable. She thinks it would just be a massacre. But it is interesting that she, as the war profiteer, doesn't want to go to war because she doesn't, I guess she's like, it's a losing battle, and she has gotten to where she has gotten because she knows how to pick her fights. So she doesn't want to pick this one. It was different. It was an interesting mix of voices. I really like Carmella's voice. So she was fun. And again, it's interesting to see all these demons with like some very, like, I like that they're making them really nuanced, or at least a lot of them nuanced. Alistair is just a chaos monster, which is fun. I like that about him. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of also a little weird. Like, I don't hate that they're making the demons more nuanced. I think that's interesting, but it is also very I'm curious. They care more about their people. They all care about, they have families and loved ones. And so far what we've seen of the angels, it seems like they're totally different. And it's like, are we trying to just fully flip the script? I thought like I don't know. I'm curious about the reasons for it. It's like, shouldn't some of these like people be outright evil? Which might be an inherent bias. You know, I think maybe part of the point is to show that, like, yeah, like they, they can be brutal, but they also have people and things that they care about, and they'll do whatever it takes to keep that safe. I don't know. I don't know if that is the point. And I don't know if we'll see more, like, when we'll see more of the angels, because so far what we've seen from them is they're horrible as well. Because like even in Hell of a Boss, like the episode Cherub or whatever, like the little deer creatures and all of that, the angels in that were also kind of horrible. And like also, no, you can't make any mistakes, So it's like, I don't know if we're going to see more of that. But anyway, I'm curious to see if we're going to actually see any demons that are actual villains. Because I think that would be interesting to see a couple of people who just suck, who live in hell, who thrive here. I mean, I guess, you know what? We've seen like Vox and Val. They don't seem to have any redeeming qualities. They seem pretty horrible. So maybe we've seen that. It's just interesting to me that we see all these overlords with like morals. Like what? How did they get to be an overlord of hell? Like it's like power and destruction seems to be what really like gets you that level. And yet like half the overlords we've seen so far have just been pretty chill.
So, what did you hear?
First, the old guy was all, you're not yourself. You're the one that killed the angel, and that she was all, whatever it takes.
What was that last thing?
She killed the angel?
Interesting.
All right, I thought he was going to have done some snooping around himself, and maybe he stole the angel head or something.
Let's keep this between us.
You got it, boss.
So creepy when he does that. I love it.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm sorry I got so crazy today.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I put pressure on you. We work as a team. We'll figure it out. What your exercise did for them.
And then, when that buff guy started beating the shit out of you.
Yes, with the dismembered arm, yes. That was particularly unpleasant.
I like that part.
Well, hey, at least you can take a beating like a champ. You did okay, new kid.
And, thank you for pulling me out of there.
So thank you.
How was your day with Alistair, my minions?
It was awesome, boss. I went to this meeting, and there was a knife lady, and the knife lady killed an angel. And I was not supposed to talk about it.
But now is time for sleep. Good night, Eggies.
And his little hat has a little eye. I like his top hat always has an eye. But his little hat, his little sleepy hat has an eye. I like that the egg did in fact immediately tell everybody about his about the Camilla killing an angel, and nobody believes him. I mean, good. I mean, of course they don't. I'm not surprised that they don't believe him. But I feel like that's gonna come back. That's gonna come back at some point in the near future. Okay. Alistair's so interesting to me because I have no idea what his angle is. Like, I have no idea what his angle is. The fact that he and Lilith were both missing for 7 years, and like, you know, she's a performer and a singer, and he had the radio thing. I wonder if like they have a connection in that kind of way. Like if he, if they were putting together some kind of, I don't know, secondary rebellion, or just like, you know, because Lilith seems to really care. Like that's what Charlie thinks anyway, that Lilith really cares about the people of hell, right? She really, really cares about the denizens, and that's the demons and the sinners. She cares. Lucifer doesn't remember how to, really. So he's potentially more of a jerk. But we don't know too much about him and his character yet. But if Lilith really cares, and Alistair cares about power, he cares about chaos. But you know, maybe he is helping her in some kind of way. Because again, it could make sense that he would help her to save people, because again, he likes the chaos. He likes to watch people fail. And hell's a good place to do that, but if everyone's dead, he can't do that. But again, I don't know. He might just be fully lying. Like, I have no idea. I am curious to know more about some of those other overlords. There are some fun designs in there. I wonder what they're the overlords of, how they got their power. And again, how did Camilla get, if that line where she said, "I try to keep blood off my face," means that she's never actually killed anybody, then how did she get to be, I mean, I don't know. I'm just curious to see how she got to her. Maybe she doesn't count other demons. I don't know, but she cares so much about protecting them. And she seems to, her daughters primarily, but also everybody else by extension, it sounds. It just, sometimes some of the like character choices confuse me in a way, because it's just like, it doesn't, like they just kind of throw them at you, you know, and it doesn't fully track. It's like they want you to like certain characters, but by making them just nice, I guess, or like be motivated by really good stuff. But I'm like, but now I'm just curious about the other things. Also, I will say the tonal shifts in this episode did feel kind of abrupt. The songs were pretty cool. I really enjoyed the songs. They were cool. Respectless was banging, and like Velvette had some points, and I was like fully on board with her on that particular one. So I don't know, because like before she was kind of, I'm like, okay, Velvette. And also I do disagree with how rude she was. It's like sometimes being polite will get your foot in the door in a way that rudeness won't. But I also understand through her song why she was not being respectful. I mean, fair enough. And I think that she's right. Like, maybe it is time for the demons to go to war. And like, because everyone's like, it's one of those, like, you know, you lose either way. You know, the angels are coming. Why not prepare? But I don't know. It is interesting too. It's like, maybe, and it might just be like they might be doing all the demons are actually way nicer than you'd think, because, you know, it's bad press. Like, the angels have control of the press. And so, you know, to the, like, history's written by the victors, like, you can demonize. You can really make the losers, or, you know, the other side, seem to be way worse than they are, because you won. So I think that might be what's happening here too. Which again does make me question is how many humans are actually in heaven. I also wonder if there's any, like, because there's natural born demons, right? So like Charlie was born in hell. All of the imps are natural born demons. There are a bunch of those. So I wonder if there are natural born angels as well, and what they look like and what their deal is. And are they the ones who are the executioners, or are all of the angels also, are they people? You know, because like a lot of the sinners became demons when they died. So it's like, are there angels who are people? And like, I don't know. That's interesting. That's something I just thought of. Okay, well, maybe we'll find out some more about the world here. I'm not sure. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Once again, we do have these episodes up going early and also uncut on Patreon for $2 a month is what I am putting them out there for. So thank you again, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.